Today is Thursday, May 23rd, 2013. It is 9 a.m. This is the Josephine County Board of Commissioners convening for our weekly administrative workshop. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance, so please rise. Talk to you, Commissioner Hank. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So do you think we should do that?
My personal preference is I'm not quite sure the reason, the rationale behind it.
Mr. Heck, I was curious. I'd seen in the paper about issues saying that it was a non-issue, if I read it right, a non-issue about the Pledge of Allegiance at the counter commissioner meetings and whether or not it means something. I'm a Vietnam era veteran. It means something to me because all through school I did. And I'm just curious. I know there's a lot of people out there that have a heartfelt thought of this. And more to the point, Mr. Wilson, is that a recording that you do on your show by Mr. Red Skeleton at the time about the Pledge of Allegiance, that says it all. Thank you.
Alan, thanks for the call. Appreciate that. Keith, would you bring people up to date on what Alan is referring to there? A lot of people may not know what that is.
Well, yeah, if it's a it's came as a part of a video that was pasted on Facebook that is prefaced by individuals who are remaining anonymous that are nothing but contentious, half-truth, lying lowlifes, as far as I'm concerned. Who take things out of context, who piece them together, put them on, and there was a video of an administrative meeting that had the text on the bottom that Commissioner Heck doesn't support the Pledge of Allegiance. And, of course, the video showed everybody standing up and pledging allegiance, but that's beside the point because the main thought is that I don't support that. I spent 4 years in the Marine Corps defending the Constitution of the United States of America. My grandson, who we raised as our grandson, he is in the National Guard here in Oregon right now, coming home today from their deployment, their month playing up in Idaho. There has never been anything in my life that has ever hinted towards my lack of supporting the rights of Americans to defend themselves and to do all this. And it is such an egregious half-truth lie that it almost defies my response in a civil way.
Okay, did you say something on the tape? That
we were talking about an administrative meeting. In other words, I do believe that sometimes we can do something so repetitiously that it loses any meaning to it. I think any formal meeting, in other words, a weekly business session, sure, we begin that with a Pledge of Allegiance. Every time we sit down at that administrative table and we're going to talk about whatever, sometimes it gets a little, I don't really support that, and it has not been the history of being supported, though the last 3-4 years or whatever, there's had some regular routine of that. And that was what I was talking about, just the idea of every time we meet as a board, we stand up and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I think that it loses the context of what it really is about as far as saying the Pledge of Allegiance. But it's it's one of those things that people want to take and twist it around a little bit and make a mile out of it. But it's just a bunch of hoo-ha.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do you think we should do that?
My personal preference is I'm not quite sure the reason, the rationale behind it. And there was a video of an administrative meeting that had the text on the bottom that Commissioner Heck doesn't support the Pledge of Allegiance.